60 years ago, at exactly this time of day, the sounds of explosions ripped along the Cleveland-Lakewood boundary line.
It was when West 117th Street exploded. Blasts went down the street for about a mile. Leon Bibb is standing where the blast hit the heaviest.
I'm standing right on West 117th, right near Madison Avenue. 60 years ago, West 117th Street ended up with concrete, asphalt, and brick going up high in the air. It was not an earthquake. What happened was caused by man and the dumping of chemicals into the sewer line. A major crossroads of the community, West 117th Street, is busy, filled with the traffic of drivers maneuvering usually without incident. Not the case exactly 60 years ago when explosions riddle West 117th Street, September 10th, 1953. A series of underground explosions hammered this street.
It just kept growing down the road, igniting over and over again until the whole road blew up.
Calvin Reidbaum wrote the book Cleveland Area Disasters. He tells the story of the West 117th Street explosions. Explosions began near the intersection of Berea Road. They blasted northward, puncturing pavement and lives. 5:15 in the afternoon, the street loaded with cars and pedestrians.
There are reports of manhole covers, those big manhole covers that are still in the street, going through third-story windows.
West 117th and Clifton hit hard. A mile of street was pounded by a below-ground explosion. It was in the sewer line, filled with industrial waste from nearby factories. Something ignited the chemicals. 4 explosions, one right after another, ripped along West 117th Street. 1 mile of destruction, hurling high, cars and concrete.
Cars were actually turned over. Pieces of concrete as much as 100 pounds were going way up in the air.
64 people hurt, 1 killed when the sewer line exploded. West 117th is the boundary line of Cleveland and Lakewood. There was never an official cause of the explosions, but there was a lot of speculation.
It was clearly chemical waste, and they couldn't really figure out who.
In 1953, there were 194 factories in the area. No one could or would pinpoint which industrial factory dumped chemicals in an open sewer line. 1953, a time of very poor environment rules. Companies often dumped their chemical waste into sewer lines. There were a lot of lawsuits filed, but no defendant ever admitted guilt. The husband of a woman who was killed did receive a settlement for $3,000 for his wife's death. No official blame of a city or of an industry, but a lot of finger pointing when 1 mile of West 117th Street, right along here, went up in an explosion exactly 60 years and 1 minute ago. Live on 5, I'm Leon Bibb.